The woman finished cleaning and went to wash her hands. By the sink she found a bulging bag. Opening it she saw it was full of cash. The only ones who had passed by earlier were the manager and the secretary. She dared not touch it, so she stood guard waiting for the owner to return. A colleague reminded her that her husband had surgery today and she should hurry back. Even warned her the manager was no good, and she might suffer for nothing, but she insisted on guarding the bag. 3 hours later the secretary returned for it. The manager arrived right after, but the secretary lied saying the bag felt lighter. The assistant counted and claimed 10,000 was missing. At that point the woman could not explain herself. The manager took the chance, dragged her into the office in front of everyone, and accused her loudly, saying the corporation invested 100 million in the company, and the boss prepared a 1 million bonus for the staff. But this cleaner had stolen 100,000. The moment money was mentioned, everyone's interest was involved. They condemned her for being immoral. Seeing the crowd side with him, the manager grew bolder, ordering security to search her on the spot. Little did he know an hour later, he would pay a terrible price, because the corporation's president had already confirmed through DNA that the woman was his birth mother lost for 20 years. 2 decades ago, her son went missing on a rainy night. The couple searched day and night in vain, and finally accepted the loss with tears. They never imagined the boy would grow into a billionaire CEO, and he never stopped searching for his family. When he learned his mother worked as a cleaner, he immediately invested 100 million, hoping to make her life easier, but never thought this very investment would cause her suffering and humiliation. Meanwhile, another female employee found a stack of 100,000 cash in her storage room. She rushed to report it to the manager. The woman panicked. That was the surgery money she had saved for her husband. Fortunately, her colleague spoke up for her, explaining she had saved it herself, but the manager pressed harder. He even raised a wine bottle to smash her, accusing her of colluding with accomplices. Her colleague no longer dared to intervene. Just then the company boss arrived at the noise. The woman thought he would help her, but he and the manager were in on it together. He lectured her that the company paid her wages, and she should be grateful, not disturb public order. She quickly tried calling the bank to prove her innocence, but the manager slapped her to the ground, saying someone dirty like her should be fired immediately. The woman argued she was always the first to arrive, and the last to leave every day, asking what reason they had to fire her, but the boss only sneered, saying he could fire her if he wanted. At that very moment, the president, still unaware, was planning to increase his investment to 1 billion, to thank them for looking after his mother. The manager then noticed a photo sticking out of the woman's pocket. He snatched it and ripped it to pieces before her eyes, then found her an eyesore, and ordered security to throw her out. But she could not lose that 100,000. She dropped to her knees begging desperately. The manager, for his own amusement, dragged her into the restroom and forced her to drink toilet water. The secretary accidentally saw this on a live stream, and immediately alerted the president. The president flew into a rage, and rushed to the company. When he entered the office, the boss greeted him with a flattering smile, but the president only gave him a cold glance. He quickly noticed the torn photo on the desk. As he pieced it together, that familiar face appeared before him. He swallowed his fury, and set out at once to find his mother.